Hello everybody and welcome to the second part of our New Year stream 2020 here on YouTube. Second part, like I said, of Project Cars. There's going to be 4 parts this new year. We've got Project Cars, which we had part 1, part 2. Part 3 would be the Division 2, and part 4 will be Crash Team Racing. Nitro Refueled. I still haven't installed it. I've got the game here. But the game here, it's still, I don't know if you can hear the music, it's still in its cellophane wrapper. Little plastic it comes wrapped in. It's only 17 gig installed. Now, I was just having a look at some of the PlayStation deals for January. They got 70% off in their January sale, and I'll tell you what, I was looking through it and I was probably there for about 15-20 minutes going through them all. They've got a lot of games on sale at the moment. Now, I'm not a big lover of digital games. I do have a look if there's sales on, but I'd probably buy about 3 or 4 a year, something like that. What I did actually forget to look at was what is on, is it PS Plus, where you get the 2 free games a month. I'm Xbox person, so I don't really know. I play both, but I tend to play more Xbox than PS4. Now, I have actually been playing more PS4 than Xbox of recent. I did go on my Xbox. I didn't do any streaming on it. I did play on it. But like I said, I've moved all my consoles out of the office now, and it's at home. So I don't really get to play them as much because my PS4, which I'm currently streaming from, is here in the living room. So I'm actually here in the living room using my 40-inch JVC TV to play on, but it's a 4K one, which I've got a PS4 Pro. So this game, it looks better on my TV than it looks on your TV right now, because it's not streamed in 4K. It's only streamed in 1080p, 30 frames a second. I can get it up to 60 frames per second, but I don't think the stream can handle it. It tends to lag a bit. So I've just kept it as it is at 30 frames a second. It should be able to handle, but this broadband's not very good. I am going to name and shame the company. It's Virgin Media. They ain't great, to be honest. I mean, I've used them at 2 different properties now, and in 2 different areas, and they're no good. So yeah, come January it is January, but this month I am looking at getting rid of them. I'm looking at Sky or BT, I think is probably the next ones to go for. Just see what they can offer in terms of download and upload speeds, because the upload speed on this is rubbish. I've even got it wired in as well. I've had to, because the Wi-Fi wise is just awful. I'm in the same room. I mean, the console, right? We've got like a TV stand, which is more like a cabinet, right? And the broadband box sits on top of the Virgin Media box, so it's sat there on the cabinet, and my PS4 Pro is next to the cabinet. So basically, I don't know. Let me just see if I can do this test. Right, left hand is on my PS4 Pro. Yep, I can just reach around the side of the TV, and I'm holding the router with my right hand. So that's the distance the console is away from the router right now. I can actually have my console in my left hand and the router in my right hand. That's the distance they are, right? And as they are, the router loses the PS connection, PlayStation connection. It happened to me. I tried a wireless stream back in episode 6 part 2, and no, after about 10 minutes I lost connection. I've wired it in. It's a LAN line now, not land line, LAN line, LAN. It's wired in using a wired connection, and I haven't lost any quality or any signal with this wire. I shouldn't have to. I should not have to, especially if I'm in the same room. I mean, my wife came over to me earlier today and says, is your phone using the Wi-Fi? Because I can't pick up the Wi-Fi. She's upstairs, she can't pick up the Wi-Fi. I said, yeah, I'm connected to Wi-Fi on my phone. Honestly, our phones keep losing connection to Wi-Fi. I've been sat right in front of it and I've lost connection. My phone can't even pick it up. I've got one of them Ring doorbells. The Ring doorbell can't even pick it up. It is not any of the devices, it is the router. It is crap. Now, I haven't heard from any of the neighbours that they've got the same issue, or they have any issues with the broadband in the area, so it can't be the area's bandwidth. It's got to be the actual device itself. We have spoken to Virgin Media, but they say there's nothing wrong with it, so we're not doing anything about it. I said to my wife, I just want to tell them we're going then, tell them we're going somewhere else then. Tell them that we'll go somewhere that is actually going to give us a decent service. And I haven't yet checked on the others. I've got prices which monthly it's cheaper, and quality wise it appears to be better. But there is a hefty installation fee there. It's about 40 quid installation fee. I can pay that as a one-off if it means my bill's going to be cheaper, for an 18-month contract, which is still good. So it's still cheaper than what I've currently got, by about £10 a month cheaper. Over the 18 months, what's that? 180 quid. So I save about 180 quid. Over those 18 months than I would if I stayed with Virgin. So I'd rather pay the 40 quid and save 180. Take off the 40, obviously 140. So I would save overall 140 quid. But that's something for me to look at and hopefully bring to you guys so you get a better quality stream. That's what I'm thinking of right now. It's not just, I mean, it is annoying that every time I have to do a stream I have to plug the wire into the router. It's a pain in the ass. I shouldn't be in that situation. I shouldn't have to do that, and I shouldn't have to go and buy Wi-Fi boosters just to get a decent signal. Shouldn't have to do that either. But I'm sat here right now eating my crackers. I did it for the Christmas stream. Don't know if you guys remember when I was doing the Division 2. If you guys watched it, I had my crackers and cheese selection, and I was drinking mulled wine, that was it, and some Bucks Fizz as well. This time I'm not drinking the alcohol. I haven't had any alcohol today. No, I haven't. Oh yeah, update. I think I spoke to you guys on well, it was yesterday morning, early hours yesterday morning was New Year. So it's now currently the 2nd of January 2020. Yes, we are into the new year, but I've seen people streaming. I've been watching a bit of Mixer at the moment. I ain't gonna lie, I always watch YouTube. Pretty much every day I watch YouTube. There's people I subscribe to on YouTube that I watch. Some of the like paranormal channels, I'm sure some of you probably know. Top 15s with Chills, the narrator. I'm sure you guys know who he is. He's got that bloody voice that a lot of people don't like, but it's very distinctive. My wife hates it. Every time I'm watching it on the TV, she hates it. She goes, I can't stand his voice. But he also does ask a poll does anyone like his narration, and if I do, follow him on Twitter. What else do I watch? Nuke's Top 5 and Sir Spooks. I watch them. I watch, other than that, I watch Dashcam UK, which is obviously Dashcam footage. There's some other people, and people are subscribed to, obviously, Dude Perfect. Who isn't subscribed to Dude Perfect? There's over 48 million people subscribed to Dude Perfect, so I think everyone's pretty much subscribed to Dude Perfect. I just love the trick shots. I think it's amazing. I mean, I can do some, but I'm not as good as that. Nowhere near as good as that. So Dude Perfect. Ryan Taylor, a BMX guy. He got me through a dark time in my life when I split up with my wife. I watched a lot of his videos, and he was kind of an inspiration to me to sort myself out and to change my lifestyle, which I was about to change my lifestyle. And then me and the wife started to see more of each other, and then we decided to get back together. So I didn't end up changing my lifestyle completely. I did change my ways, but not to the extent that Ryan Taylor did. You know, I did have plans to sort myself out and do some more exploring, and buying some nice clothes and stuff like that, and not going to Pret like he does all the time, but just treat myself a bit more and inspire myself to put some more thought into my business and my direction and branding like he does with his collective bikes. I follow Exploring with Josh. I'm sure most of you guys know who Exploring with Josh is. He does a bit of urban exploration and explores a lot of other stuff as well. He travels the world, which is a lot more than what he used to do a couple of years ago. He used to stay in the US, but now he actually travels the world, and he has been over here to the UK as well, exploring some abandoned places. And he also had a show on Nickelodeon as well last year, so credit to him. Oh, who else? There's a complete versatile bunch of people I actually subscribe to here on YouTube. Christ, poor Josh. Woody and Kleiny. Woody and Kleiny, I'm sure a lot of you guys must know who Woody and Kleiny are. They do a lot of pranks on each other, and a lot of challenges and little games that they play together. It's entertaining, and most of the videos are around about, I don't know, on average about 9 minutes to 10 minutes long. Some of them are about 5 or 6 minutes long, so none of them are really more than 10 minutes. On average, they're below 10 minutes long videos, but about like a Dude Perfect kind of length of video, I should imagine. Right, I do apologise about that. I don't know if you guys can hear me now. Yeah, I end up ripping the microphone out of my controller there. I got the wire on my lap, and I end up hitting my lap and end up pulling the wire out. It's not very long, it's headset wire, so Turtle Beach headset. I am looking at upgrading this headset this year. Sometime this month, I should imagine, when I get the new games that I'll be showcasing on Twitch in a couple of weeks' time. So after Woody and Kleiny, there's Jake Monroe, who's a goth kid. I shouldn't say kid, actually, I won't be very happy with that. It's a goth bloke. He has his band called Monroe, but he's quite a down-to-earth guy. I'm not a goth, I'm not into goth, and I'm not into any of the music. To be honest, me and him don't really have much in common. I'm not into any of the stuff that he is. I don't have his same political views as he does. I don't share any common ground with that guy, so there'll be no chance of us ever being friends. But I do enjoy watching his videos, and I do love how he's a bit of a freak and a weird chap, but in a good way. So respect to him for doing what he does and being himself. And he got a lot of love and support. Now, I only found him in 2019 when he was trending. I just saw like the thumbnail of his video, and I thought, Christ, that guy looks a bit weird. I went on one of his videos, and I thought, Christ, he's actually alright. So I ended up watching more of his videos, and I thought, you know what, you deserve a subscribe. So I subscribed to his channel. Right, next, who else? Beard Meets Food. I'm sure most of you guys must know who Beard Meets Food is. He's always trending. Yep. So I like to, again, I don't share much common ground with him. I do like my food, but I'm a small man. I don't really have the kind of space that can pack that kind of food in. He's a food competitive eater, so yeah, but fair play to him for what he does. And my wife watches him as well. She follows him on social media, so she knows all when his videos come out. I know because I subscribe to him on YouTube, so I get notifications. I think he put one out yesterday. No, today. I think it was actually today. Yeah, it was today. I remember seeing the notification. There's also LLF, Living Life Fast. For those of you in the UK, you know this guy called Ricky. He goes around checking out people's cars who's got fast cars. He also owns a BMW M5, which is like about 600 horsepower. But yeah, he checks out a lot of people's fast cars, takes them out for a test drive and everything with them. And yeah, I'm into my cars, very heavily into my cars. And a lot of the channels I do subscribe to and watch are mainly cars. So mainly the people that I actually watch on YouTube are down to their personality and also down to their content. So some of them are basically purely personality, like Beard Meets Food, Jake Monroe. That's a personality thing. I don't really have any interest in what they actually do. I just like the content they put out. And most of the others that I follow are down to what I like. Oh yeah, sorry, Ryan Taylor as well. I'd say there's another personality guy that is the reason why I follow. I have no interest in BMXing or bike riding. I can't ride a bike to save my life. I probably would need stabilizers at this point in my life. I have tried to ride a bike and I've been a bit wobbly on my feet with it because I cannot get to grips with riding a bike again. It's been too long. So that's how much interest I have on bikes. No interest at all, but I like watching his videos. I actually watched one of his videos today, actually. I actually watched the Dude Perfect video as well today. So watch Dude Perfect. Yeah, I was going to watch an Exploring with Josh video, but it's about 20 minutes long and my kids were going to bed, so I thought, nah, I can't, I've got to sort the kids out. What else do who else do I watch? Oh, Salvage Rebuilds, or Salvage Builds UK, I can't remember his name now. Yeah, I follow him, so I subscribe to him. Again, it's been something that I'm looking at getting back into and starting a business back in the car industry. And this guy goes around buying written off cars and repairing them, sorting out the damage, selling them on and making a profit. And that is kind of what my business will be going towards. Not just that, it'd be other cars as well. But yes, I do have qualifications and was at MBQ level 3 in mechanics, so I do know my bit way around cars. Probably not as much as that guy in Salvage Build, but Salvage Rebuilds or whatever it is. But I do know a lot about cars, and some, but not as much as some others. So yeah, back into cars again. So that's the kind of content I like. People like me building the cars. cinema making money. And there's also another channel I've come across over the past week. I haven't subscribed to him yet, but I'll tell you what, he's been taking up most of my time on YouTube, and that is Big Car. Now basically he tells the story of all the old cars, you know, their lifespan, and you know, the history of that car. They call it the whatever car story. For example, I watched today the Lotus Esprit, all about the Lotus Esprit, so it goes through all the history of it and the years it was produced in, and when it got, what year got a facelift, and what happened to it, why it died off, what succeeded it, who designed it, built it, and it has all these archive videos as well he shows, which is brilliant. So and the guy who does the narrating has got a beautiful voice for narrating. He's got a perfect voice. I mean, the guy ain't much to look at, but honestly, if he plays the videos, then yeah, his voice is perfect. It's like a radio voice. It's a guy you could listen to and not, you know, it's better to hear than not see, you know. So anyway, they are my channels that I check out here on YouTube. A bit of a shout out to all of them. If you guys want to go and check out those channels, then by all means, I have given them a shout out here on my channel, though those guys have more of a reach than I do, so most people won't even know that I've even mentioned them channels, you know. If I was under trending at this point, then yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will actually be going straight with those channels. But anyway, moving on, let's get on with some gaming. It's currently 11:30 here in the UK. Whew. I'm drinking this ginger beer and I'm thinking, do I carry on drinking soft drink or shall I crack out the alcohol? I haven't got much beers left. I've got a fair bit of cider left, but I don't see there's any point in drinking cider just before I go to bed. Now, I will be going to bed after I've done the stream, but I just don't see the point. I think I'll just sip this off stream. I might change it, I don't know. Anyway, moving on then. If you guys are watching this live on YouTube right now, thanks ever so much for checking out this New Year stream, and a Happy New Year to everybody that is currently watching the stream. If you are watching this as a past broadcast, Happy New Year to you guys as well, depending if you're watching it in the January-February time. If you're watching this in like April-May time, then yeah, you're about halfway through the year practically. So but yeah, if this is the first time you hear my voice on me speaking to you guys, then Happy New Year, Happy 2020, Happy New Decade. I had a horrible thought, because I've been thinking, I've lived through 4 decades now, 80s, 90s, noughties, and the 2010s, and I was thinking, how old I'll be at the end of this decade, which will be 44, and I just had a thought. I was thinking, am I going to make it to the end of this decade? I don't know. You know, 10 years is a fairly long time. Fairly. I mean, life does go pretty quick. I mean, I remember my first child was born, my daughter was born. That's 5.5 years ago. It does not feel like half a decade ago when she was born. And to think that at the end of this decade she will be 15 and a half this time, in 10 years time. Christ, it's mad. Well, this time, 10 years time, I might even watch this back in like 10 years time. I'd probably still have it. I've still got recordings of a camcorder from about 2003, which was about 17 years ago now. I've still got them, and I watch them back. I have done. Probably, I think it was like last year or the year before I watched them. No, a couple of years ago now. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll be 44 in 10 years time. My wife will be 39, my daughter will be 15, my middle child, my firstborn son, he will be 12, and my youngest will be 11 in 10 years time. It's mad. That's not good. That's not. Anyway, let's move on, because I don't want to think about this. I don't want to think about getting old. No, I don't want to think about, you know, what things are going to be like. What is the world going to be like in 10 years time? You know, there isn't much change from 2009. I mean, you could easily pull up things from 2009 and see that, okay, yes, we know that's definitely not happened in this year, but you wouldn't think it was 10 years ago. You would think it's about 5 years ago. So I would say the progression in the last 10 years is moved on about 5 years, not 10 years. And we won't feel the effects of the 2020s until a few years in. So about 2023, 2024, that's probably when we'll feel that we're actually in the 2020s. 2020, 21, 22 will probably still feel around about like the 2010s, and then eventually when things start getting progressive within the 2020s, then we'll actually feel like we are actually in a different decade. But this year is going to feel exactly like 2019. There's not much change that's going to happen apart from Brexit. I think that's probably the biggest change that's going to happen this year, that we know that we're definitely in a new decade, is the UK will not be in the EU anymore. So, and I'm actually going to an EU country this year, in September, and probably by then we'll be out of the EU. So I don't know what's going to happen, and I haven't done my passport yet because I've been holding on. But now it's now the ball's rolling a bit faster. Hopefully things will get sorted, and then I can go, right, okay, that's what's happening. Yeah, Brexit's done now. Now I can sort my passport out. I don't want an EU passport, and then a couple of months' time they go, right, we're now on the UK passport, it's all blue. You're like, ah, crap, I've got to change it again. So I have been holding on. But moving back to you guys here on YouTube, if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, make sure you do, because we are doing a giveaway to every subscriber. Now, last time I checked, we had about 26 subscribers. We need to get to 50. 50 is our milestone. So once we get to 50, we will be doing a giveaway to 8 lucky followers. Now, we are giving away small prizes, medium prizes, and big prizes. They will be randomly selected. Once I click on the spin wheel, it will spin and tell me the prizes that you guys have won. It could be discount. No, sorry, I'm taking that discount off. Sorry, I can't do discount anymore because I haven't got a website. It could be extra bonus points to channels on Twitch. It could be bonuses for YouTube, and also I am starting perks now on Mixer. So we have got a new, well, Mixer, obviously not fairly new, but Streamlabs and Stream Elements are now supporting Mixer more, because obviously the platform's getting bigger. So Stream Elements has recognised this and expanded it. I went on with Stream Elements today, and yeah, that's what I saw. I didn't actually go into it to look at what I can actually do on Mixer now, using that platform, but I will look a bit more into that probably on the weekend when I've got a bit more time. Now, most of you guys have probably gone back to work today because it is the 2nd of January. I haven't. I don't go back to the 6th, so I have got another 3 days off. What's it? Yeah, so it's Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so I've got 3 more days off. Although I did get contacted by my manager today, because I was when the operations manager was waiting for a report from me. Didn't realise I wasn't in today because people did go back to work, but I didn't. And decided to text me saying, "Have you done that report?" And I'm like, "Get out of it! I'm on my holidays still." Yeah. No, I haven't. I said, "You'll get it on Monday. Bugger off." To which he didn't like my response. He goes, "Oh, okay, I'm only asking because I got an email." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll sort it on Monday when I'm back at work." it's still my holidays. He's lucky he got a response. He did like saying Happy New Year and everything. I didn't even bother saying that back. I'm like, look mate, you know that I'm going to sort that out when I get back. There's no point even bothering contacting me asking if I've got a report done, because even if I said yes, it's on my computer and you can't get into it because it's passworded, and I ain't going to give you my password to my computer, so you ain't going to get it till Monday anyway, even if I had done it. So there's completely no point of even asking. So I don't know what that was about, but at the time I was washing the car with some snow foam. But I was saying, you guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, if you enjoy the content here from Gamessystemstv, make sure you do subscribe, and make sure you click on the notification bell beside it as well, because we not just do live streams, we do uploads and premieres as well. So if you want to be notified as to when we go live or upload new content from our Twitch and Mixer channels or premiere them here on YouTube, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell beside it. And if it comes up with the next bit that says all personalized, customized, or whatever it says, I can't remember what it says now, make sure you click on all. That will give you all notifications, whether it's a live stream, upload, or premiere. If you click on all, you'll get every single notification of what we do here on YouTube. So like I said, if you are watching this on YouTube live, or if you're watching this as a past broadcast, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it. And by doing that, you will be entered into our giveaway once we hit 50 subscribers. The more people we get subscribed, the more people, well, the more closer we are to getting to do that giveaway by episode 4. Episode 4? Part 4. Oh, well, I was talking about Jake Munro. He's just, he's live streaming as well. He started 2 minutes ago. But, yeah, if you guys are watching this live, hit that share button. Get us across social media, get many people into the stream as possible. You guys can even play the game with me if you've got project cards, or you want to play some project cards with me, you want to give me a little race on project cards, by all means you can do, but you got to subscribe first. I will be playing with subscribers, so hit that subscribe button and then come and join me here on PlayStation Network and play some project cards with me. So I'm just tweeting that out now to get some more people in. Get as many people in as we can. So share it, and also if you enjoy this stream at any point, by all means give us a thumbs up button. Give us a thumbs up button. Give us a thumbs up. So press on the thumbs up button. Give us a like. I greatly appreciate that, you guys. Don't forget to check us out on Mixer and Twitch. We stream on those channels as well. They are our other streaming platforms. We will be going back to Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Gamessystemstv, where we will be playing those new games. As I've mentioned before, Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot, Rugby 20, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, and Autobahn Police Simulator 2. Those 4 games are coming to Twitch starting the 16th of January 2020. So in 14 days time, so 2 weeks from today, they will be started. Make sure you follow us on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gamessystemstv, and make sure your notifications are on as well. So if you do follow using the app, there is you got the channel button, right? So you got the channel button, channel page, right? And it's into 3 sections.